Hey, SnapFlash fam! Today we're heading to Windhoek, where Botswana and Namibia have just taken their friendship to the next level. The two neighbors have signed 8 major cooperation agreements, from energy and health to science and innovation, strengthening one of Southern Africa's most strategic partnerships. Could this be the most ambitious collaboration yet between the two nations? Stick around, because what Presidents Duma Boko and Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah just agreed on could reshape trade, jobs, and regional development across Southern Africa. Before we break it down, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, so you never miss a moment of Africa's biggest diplomatic and political stories. Botswana and Namibia wrapped up the second session of the Binational Commission, BNC, in Windhoek with a clear message: partnership, progress, and people first. The two leaders, Botswana's President Duma Boko and Namibia's President Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, co-chaired the meeting, which resulted in the signing of 8 cooperation agreements. These agreements cover corrections and prisons, policing, labor and employment, health, energy, culture, science, technology, and innovation, as well as a landmark deal allowing the employment of spouses and dependents of diplomatic and consular staff. President Boko called the meeting a moment of mapping out desired goals and outcomes. He emphasized that now is the time to move from talk to tangible results, saying, "Words have been spoken and plans drawn. The time now is for translation into action." Boko's tone was clear. Partnerships must be practical, and promises must deliver.
When I spoke to you earlier, I indicated that we are prosecuting a revolution. And a revolution is an episode of convulsive political transformation, compressed in time and determinate in outcome. We met today. We mapped out our desired goals and outcomes. We crafted strategies for the realization of these goals. Words have been spoken, plans drawn, examples enacted. The time now is for the translation of those words into action. Because I recall a conversation between 2 Shakespearean characters in Shakespeare's King Henry IV. The one says to the other, "You know, I can do things. I can call spirits from the vast deep." The other one says, "Yes, so can I, and so can anybody else. But will they come when you do call for them?" That's the brutally devastating question that faces us today. We've spoken, we've drawn plans, we've laid out outlines towards certain goals, summoning outcomes, calling from the vast deep. Critical question: will they come when we do call for them? That is the question we all must answer in the unfolding future. And now we begin the march, forward strides. Our gaze fixed firmly on a future we are willing to embrace and to confront. And so now, on this occasion, I will not stop talking. I will simply pause so that we continue the march.
President Nandi-Ndaitwah echoed that sentiment, calling the agreements a significant deepening of partnership. She urged officials to meet deadlines and ensure the commitments improve lives across both nations. Her focus? Value addition, keeping more of Africa's wealth in Africa. She said both countries must process their minerals and raw materials locally to create jobs and retain economic value.
I must specifically say I'm encouraged by our discussions on our natural resources beneficiation, because for too long, Africa has been allowing her natural resources to leave the continent unprocessed. By implication, exporting labor of our young people to other continents. We have agreed to work together in order to ensure that our natural resources remains in our continent for the benefit of our people. The documents we have agreed, we have set timelines. And for our ministers, these timelines, you proposed them, we endorsed them. The fact that you propose them is because you know you are able to work within those time frames, and there should be no excuse. As heads of state, we will play our part. And our part is to give you political support. You have it. You have our political support. If there is anything that's getting into your way, come to us. So we want you to be on top of everything and to ensure that these agreements we have signed are implemented. That's the only way we can account for the resources the people of the two countries have spent on us. We are here, we came here, we traveled on airplanes, we are sleeping in hotels, we are working in air-conditioned rooms like these ones, but this is not our money, it's taxpayers' money. And that's why we must deliver as they expect. Mr. President, as I conclude, with all expectation and belief that our ministers, our civil servants are not going to let us down. They will perform, they will deliver, and next time when we meet, we will only acknowledge the good work which is done.
The Botswana Namibia Binational Commission, established in 2021, has become the highest-level framework for cooperation between the two nations. It replaced the older Joint Security and Cooperation Commissions, ensuring that diplomacy now covers everything from defense to digital transformation. The next BNC session will be hosted by Botswana in 2027, where both nations are expected to report on progress made under these new agreements. What do you think, SnapFlash fam? Could this Botswana-Namibia partnership be a blueprint for deeper regional integration across Africa? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this update, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to SnapFlash for more political and economic stories shaping Africa's future. Botswana and Namibia are proving that African unity isn't just a slogan, it's strategy in motion. With new agreements signed and clear plans set, the two countries are showing that when neighbors cooperate, the whole region wins. Thanks for watching SnapFlash. Stay curious, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next one.